Education Minister reprimanded for bypassing protocol, and a father gunned down in front of his children.
And the Recovery and Development Plan has been passed in the House of Assembly. Don't miss it as we deliver honest and impartial news right here on 284 News. I'm Javon Wilson.
And I'm Ron Grant. Another cultural icon, Mrs. Bernice Sprov of Virgin Gorda, has passed away. According to sources, the co-founder of the Virgin Gorda Easter Festival was in Puerto Rico at the time of her passing. Mrs. Sprov, known for her reliability in lobbying for the development of culture in the territory, has been described as a daughter of the soil. In extending condolences to her family, Premier Dr. The Honorable D. Orlando Smith stated that she loved Virgin Gorda and was actively involved in its development. According to the Premier, Mrs. Sprov will be remembered for her love for politics and her forthrightness, adding, with her engaging personality and smile, Mrs. Sprov was easy to talk to and well-loved. She was not afraid to speak her mind on any issue, especially in relation to our progress as a people and the territory. Minister of Education and Culture Honorable Myron V. Walwyn also described Mrs. Sprov as an exceptional citizen who did her best to make her home a better place.
The ownership, management, and staff of 284 Media would like to extend our deepest condolences to the friends and family of Mistress Sprov. The highly debated $518 million Recovery and Development Plan has been passed in the House of Assembly. The plan, which was voted for by the majority, was subsequently met with opposition as it failed to produce clear guidelines and regulations. Leader of the VIP party, Honorable Andrew Foy, had this to say on the day it was passed.
Today, Madam Speaker, I stand to let this Honorable House and the people of the Virgin Islands know that the sins of the Dr. D. Orlando Smith and his NDP government will not follow the next elected government, which I will say humbly and respectfully will be the VIP government, where with God's help, I, Andrew Foy, as Premier, would have been given a fresh mandate through a manifesto given to us by the people of the Virgin Islands. Madam Speaker, I say to this Honorable House and to my people of the Virgin Islands that your day to save these beloved Virgin Islands of ours is coming.
Honorable Kedrick Pickering, Deputy Premier and Minister for Natural Resources and Labor, is pushing for the Premier's office to control RDA's operations. Ultimately, it is our responsibility to ensure that the Recovery and Development Agency acts as an agency of the government and not as an agency unto itself. The government of the Virgin Islands devised the recovery plan to serve as a roadmap to return the territory to normalcy in short term and strengthen its long-term sustainability and resilience. However, the issue of ambiguity was raised due to the plan's inability to attract investors thus far, which also beacons the question of repayment guidelines and control. 284 News will continue to bring updates as the matter resolves.
Premier Dr. The Honorable D. Orlando Smith has publicly come out and reprimanded Education Minister The Honorable Myron V. Walwyn for bypassing protocol and publicizing the Auditor General's special report on the construction of the perimeter wall around the Elmer Stout High School campus. Premier Smith, who received an email from Governor Gus Jasper on the matter, suggested that Walwyn undermined authority, especially that of the governor. Minister Walwyn's actions were disrespectful to the governor, who, in this case, should have been the person to bring the document to the attention of the public. Dr. Smith said he hereby called on Minister Walwyn to make a public apology for his actions and an assurance that his actions will not repeat itself in the future. In issuing an apology, Walwyn said, "I have my reasons why I made the report public. The Premier is someone I've worked with and have worked for the last 7 years. I have the utmost respect and admiration for the Premier."
The beautiful British Virgin Islands ranked recently #1 in best places to visit in the Caribbean by U.S. News and World Report, and home as we know it was devastated in 2017 by the horrors of Hurricanes Irma and Maria. Our tourism industry, which serves as the second main economic pillar and employs majority of the workforce, was especially impacted, leaving many businesses ruined and many employees laid off. In speaking with Sharon Flax Brutus, director of the BVI Tourist Board, she expressed that it is fair to say that 90% of our industry received damages. She, however, went on to express that we have made great progress with a bounce back of 37% in accommodation and 73% in chartered yachts. Marinas have been reopened and there is a new marina facility slated to be opened in December of 2018, she said. When questioned on what mechanisms can be implemented to ensure minimal impact on the local tourism industry in times of disaster, Ms. Brutus responded, implementation of stronger building codes with more effective enforcement, ensuring that businesses have business contingency plans, among many others, she said. As the BVI prepares to celebrate Tourism Month in the month of November, we can, of course, look forward to Anegada's Lobster Fest and a mega food fest set to be in planning by the BVI Tourist Board, among many other activities.
I'm happy to see that we're making strides when it comes to tourism. That's great news.
Absolutely.
The removal of abandoned or derelict vessels in the territory will commence soon in West End. Receiver of Recs and Acting Director of the Virgin Islands Shipping Registry, Captain Raymond Bala, said the removal of the vessels is in accordance with the Disaster Management Amendment Act of 2018. Captain Bala stated that notices were affixed to about 300 vessels around the territory in August of 2018 that appeared to be derelicts and abandoned. The list of vessels identified were also published in the Gazette, he said. The owners were requested to contact the Virgin Islands Shipping Registry and remove the vessels within 60 days from the date of the notice, failing which the Act considers the vessels to be abandoned and the receiver could dispose the vessels as necessary. The notice period is now over and the removal process will be conducted as soon as possible. Captain Bala added that out of about 300 or so vessels identified, 120 have been removed by the owners and insurers so far, and have either left the territory or have been otherwise disposed. The Virgin Islands Shipping Registry also has a list of the remaining photographs. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Is business slow? Cash flow down? Hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media@cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works. Hungry? Having an afternoon craving? Can't find a parking space? Don't want to deal with the hustle and bustle of road town traffic? Introducing everyone's new food savior, DeliverVI.com. Welcome to food delivery service at your fingertips. We know the feeling of having a hectic day and not wanting to leave the office. So, we're bringing the tastiest island cuisine straight to you. Timely, efficient, and professional services catering to all your lunchtime needs. You can order for one or the entire office. So, what are you waiting for? Get online at DeliverVI.com. It's lunchtime.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, you enjoy the rest of the day. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, son.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must have cut fun topic.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you? You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Numerous activities have been planned to commemorate Domestic Violence Month as we gear to raise nationwide awareness and curb this social issue plaguing our society. Ms. Tara Sue Morgan, Gender Affairs Coordinator, said, In 2017, there was a sharp decrease in domestic violence reporting with only 150 cases versus in 2016 where there were 237 cases reported. Ms. Morgan further stated that this does not mean that it is not happening, but rather there might be some reluctancy to report it due to the territory's vulnerabilities from the 2017 storms. To dig a bit deeper, 284 News reached out to Mistress Sasha H.W. Stout, director of the Family Support Network, who is also very actively involved in advocating against domestic violence. Mistress Stout, who has been with FSN for 3 months, said they have been assisting victims with protection orders, providing emergency shelter, and counseling victims of abuse. At FSN, we do recognize that many people in domestically violent situations are staying more than before because housing is scarce and rent prices are at an all-time high, she said. FSN, who campaigned throughout many private and public elementary and secondary schools this month, relayed that the kids appeared knowledgeable and were able to name and describe the types of abuse. When questioned about laws or policy she would like to see changed, Mistress Stout responded, "In terms of policy and legislation, everything is in place. However, we would like to see the legislation being enforced more, with stakeholders being more active and vigilant in reporting situations where domestic violence is suspected. Laws are only good when the community helps to enforce them," she said. Among their many initiatives is a domestic violence #slogan competition being launched in the high schools, where the winning student will receive a medal and gift certificate.
I'm happy to hear that the students recognize exactly what abuse is. I think that sets a pace for their future interactions. Police have reported that a second person was shot dead on Monday, October 22nd. Around 10:30 p.m., gunmen entered the home of 24-year-old Kareem Etnan and opened fire, killing him in front of his children. Etnan, who was the son of a police officer, was murdered less than 24 hours after 30-year-old Tyrone Thomas was gunned down in the East End area of Tortola before daybreak on Monday. A woman was also injured in the first incident and is said to be in critical condition. It is not clear whether the two shootings are connected. Up to the time of our broadcast, no additional information was released. And just days after the United States Virgin Islands Governor Kenneth E. Mapp visited Tortola for a one-day courtesy visit, his USVI Democratic opponent, Governor Mr. Albert Bryan Jr. and running mate, Senator Tregenza A. Roach, also visited the territory. Both Bryan Jr. and Roach were in Tortola for a few hours on Saturday, October 20th, to do, among other things, an interview with host of the Honestly Speaking, Claude Skelton Klein. Lieutenant Governor candidate Mr. Roach spoke about what inspired him to take the leap. What I think changed my mind was the hurricanes. I think after September, I felt the islands were plunged into a kind of darkness, not just a storm. It was a spiritual in a greater sense. I saw the darkness, I saw the despair from so many people, said political aspirant Roach. Governor Mapp was on the same show on Tuesday, October 16th, 2018, with both Mapp and Roach. Bryan currently in a dead heat according to the USVI polls. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Is business slow? Cash flow down? Hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media@cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
Father Jesus, that line you long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of the day. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, son.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must have cut fun to people.
It's okay. I'll take care of it.
What? No man, forget you.
How may I assist you? You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Hungry? Having an afternoon craving? Can't find a parking space? Don't want to deal with the hustle and bustle of road town traffic? Introducing everyone's new food savior, DeliverVI.com. Welcome to food delivery service at your fingertips. We know the feeling of having a hectic day and not wanting to leave the office. So, we're bringing the tastiest island cuisine straight to you. Timely, efficient, and professional services catering to all your lunchtime needs. You can order for one or the entire office. So, what are you waiting for? Get online at DeliverVI.com. It's lunchtime.
The mighty Shadow, legendary Calypsonian poet and philosopher, has died. The Trinidadian musician, who was well known for his efforts of revolutionizing the calypso music world, was of great influence to many musicians across the world, including ours. Leader of the Showtime band, Mr. Eustace Freeman, also known as Boss, had this to say.
Hi, good day. The passing of Shadow is definitely a hard hit to the music fraternity. You know, he's a pioneer for soca music, and I don't think that, you know, individuals like myself who are into music could have been into music without being influenced by someone like Shadow.
The mighty Shadow, who changed the world with his top hits like Poverty is Hell and You're Looking for Horn, won many accolades and will be greatly missed by music lovers all across the world.
That's definitely one thing we could appreciate about his music, Jovan. It's absolutely timeless.
And you know, he was legendary. He revolutionized the industry.
The Secret Service has intercepted 2 suspicious packages identified as potential explosive devices, one addressed to former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton in New York and another addressed to former President Barack Obama in Washington, D.C. This threat follows days after a pipe bomb was found at the home of George Soros in New York, who resides close to the home of Hillary Clinton. Investigations are ongoing by the FBI and the Secret Service and local officials to determine the origin and possibly if they are connected, but it was confirmed that neither packages came anywhere close to Mrs. Clinton or Mr. Obama.
All right, and that's it for your regional and international news. Up next, we've got Ricky with your Entertainment 411. Stick around, you're watching 284 News.
Ain't nothing but a heartache to me. Ain't nothing but a mistake to me. Oh, wait, we ready? We shooting? Oh, okay. Blessed love and greetings, you know. It is I, Ricky, with an I, with the weekend vibes for all the eyes and eyes. So the place to be, live and lively. This Friday we'll be at Ramon's Bar in Huntomscott with DJ Rookie and DJ Grim. That's this Friday, and everything will kick off at 6 with DJ Rookie in the mix. And I hear spitting lyrics. My lyrics hot like Vicks. Yeah, Vicks. The older people will understand. The younger generation will be like, wait, why is Vicks? So we're going back to last week and say, the place is gonna be what? Put my prayer here, please. Lit. Yes, so as we continue on Saturday, we are heading up to Caribbean Sellers headquarters in Lower Estate with their welcome party with DJ Nunu out of the United States of America. And they're kicking it off with a drink sampling from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. So you come up, you get a little free drink and, yeah man, you get a little jiggy, you don't know. They will have some performances by top local artists and also ways to make donations to the Autism Center. So come out, it's going to be a good event. You could check us right up there. And remember last week, I mentioned that the CCT Freedom to Fet Challenge will be kicking off, and we are doing this one in partnership with Caribbean Sellers. So CCT and Caribbean Sellers will be sending 1, 2, 3, 4 people to the 2019 Uber Soca Cruise. So please get a team of 4 together and check us by the 10 at the event for more information. Hint, hint, hint. The challenge starts there. Okay, now the CCT brand ambassador Manji Audio will be at Kevin's Bar in Purcell on Saturday. Then on Sunday, he's gonna be in the vault at Longbush with the Spanish Halloween party. On Sunday, hit the beach, relax with family and friends until next week when I hit you with the weekend vibes to make sure your weekend is nice. Boom, boom, boom. Bless up.
That's it for our entertainment roundup and this week's news. I'm Ron Grant.
And I'm Javon Wilson. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and YouTube as 284 Media, and of course on Instagram at 284_media. Be sure to join us as well again next week as we deliver honest and impartial news right here on 284 News.